Access granted.
Peace, love, and blessings. I'm your humble host, Big Truck. Welcome to another one. Conversations and reviews. Shout out to my man, Average Man Unplugged. He's doing amazing things. Go to that King's channel and show that King some love. But we're about to tap into this thing called accountability. It seems, holding women accountable for the things that they do and say. It's like kryptonite. But it's okay for a woman to hold a man accountable. I'll take it a step further. What happens when a man takes accountability on his own and a woman doesn't? So we're about to listen to this therapist say what she has to say. I follow her on TikTok too. She gives some amazing advice, and she's always spot dead on. So without further ado, pick up your helmet and your shoulder pads and come walk 8 miles with the boy. Let's get it.
And based on the feedback I'm getting, there are men who've been married 15, 20 years that said they've never heard their wife apologize. I know some men who say, yeah, I'm just started dating someone. She's struggling to apologize. And men saying that they've been married for 20 years. So again, I think it's tied to the emotional maturity of that person. It's tied to the toxic shame if that person has trauma. And based on the feedback I'm getting,
15, 20 years and never apologized once. So you mean to tell me 15, 20 years I've been the bad guy all the time? I've been the one that makes mistakes. You've just been over there perfect.
You know what I see when I look in your eyes?
This is why. This is one of the reasons why I think women think men are dumb. Because for so long we've been falling for this shit. For so long we've been going along with this shit. And now that more men are rebelling and waking up, it's kind of like, oh shit. Now the women are ranting and having panic attacks and crashing out on these podcasts and shit, having conversations about this shit.
And it's about to get worse. It's about to get fucking worse. Why? Because men ain't stupid. One thing about men, when the motors get to going on that brother, it's a wrap. And that's exactly what we're seeing. When men hold you accountable and your reaction is the way that it is, your behaviors is the way that it is, okay, I'm done. And you wonder why men are turned off. You wonder why men don't approach you. You wonder why men don't do anything for you. Fuck that. She's drama, she's toxic. Yeah, but she got nice cheeks. So what? It comes to a point where a man would even be turned off by the body, by the cheeks. The moment you open up your mouth and you begin to speak, the moment you display an uncomfortable behavior, an unprofessional behavior, is done. Here's your pink slip, your text right off. Next.
Y'all damn allergic to the shit. How does that work? How can you be emotionally intelligent but struggle with accountability?
I'll take it a step further. You're allergic to the truth.
Sit on that. Digest that for a minute. Let's keep it moving, because I'm about to give you a plethora of examples of women not taking accountability and dodging that shit like Neo in the damn Matrix, man. Check it out.
I mean, you be thinking, oh, I'm safe. Don't nobody else want him. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. You are not the only one that saw that man's potential, baby.
When I was 19, 20 years old, I had met my girl at that time when she was on summer break from school. So when she would go back to school, technically speaking, I was in a long distance relationship. While she's in college one night, she comes to me and she's like, Mark, hey, look, I think it'd be cool. I think it'd be the best for us if we open their relationship. And I'm like, that sounds good. And she immediately was confused. I think in her head, she was expecting to like find some kind of resistance or whatever. So we're discussing boundaries, and one of the boundaries was we had to be honest about our interaction, obviously be safe, wear protection, whatever the case may be. So she was like, yeah, I have this guy. Keep in mind, the same night that she offered the open relationship, she's like, I have this guy coming over tonight, blah, 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 at like 11 p.m. I was like, that's cool. I have someone coming over around like, I want to say like 10:30, 10. And she was like, already? And I was like, well, isn't this kind of like the pot calling the kettle black? So 10:30 is approaching, and she's like, I think we should think about this. I think we should reconsider this open relationship ordeal or whatever. I was like, hey, look, homegirl's coming through. I'm going to call you later. When I tell y'all, because she lived 2 hours away from me. When I tell y'all, she drove to my apartment that night. And the entire time she was driving to my apartment, she called me. She called me 23 times and left like a 3-page essay. And then when she pulls up to my apartment, unannounced, by the way, she's like, I thought you would fight for our relationship more. I didn't think you was just going to give up on it. I was like, this was your idea. This was your idea.
See, that's the thing right there. Why is it that a large number of women will say shit like that, and then soon as a man, you know what, cool, now they get butthurt? Why in the fuck would you bring it up in the first place? You need to be mindful of the things that come out of your damn mouth.
Yeah, talk about the pot calling the kettle black. Oh my God. And notice how she kept deflecting back on him. Why didn't you do this? Why? No. Nah, because as a matter of fact, I did fight for my relationship. You want to know why? Because I didn't resist what you wanted. I gave you what you wanted. I gave you what you requested. I didn't fight you about it.
He can manipulate you with a lie, and he can manipulate you with the truth. But the men who really are master manipulators, they're the ones that's going to tell you the truth because they understand that you're going to tell yourself a lie in order to stay connected to them.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I've even heard a quote that said, you don't even have to lie to a woman. If she likes you enough, she going to lie to herself. And this is how you end up getting tied up with a man who not going to give you anything you need. You meet him.
You know what I see when I look in your eyes?
Traditional women that have no problem taking accountability. Hey, you know what? It was me. It was all me. My bad. I did this. I said that. If you give me the opportunity to correct it, let me correct it and make things right. Cool. But when it comes to a modern woman, a modern feminist mop bucket, we call them, it's tooth and nails. Accountability's their kryptonite. They don't like that shit whatsoever. Let's go.
I mean, he'd be like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm not ready for no relationship. But he still wines and dines you, still brings you flowers, still spends the night with you, still has sex with you, does all the things that he would do if he was in a relationship with you. And you fall for that. And you say, well, why you treating me like this if you don't want to be with me? He's going to be like, I told you I didn't want to be in this relationship. That's the trick. The truth gives him the power over you because you get to make all your decisions. And then when you start tripping on him and telling him, well, you did this and you did that, and I thought this and I thought that, he's gonna be like, no, but I told you. So I know that most men who are really manipulative don't even be lying to women. They tell women the truth. The only difference is they'll tell you the truth, I'm not ready for a relationship, but they'll do the exact opposite of what they said. So if what he says is not matching what he's doing, then 9 times out of 10, you are being manipulated.
Oh, shucks, Nick, she won't give in. What's the matter? She's doing just what she did yesterday.
When you have that peace, and it's a beautiful thing when an individual has peace. When an individual sees the trees from the forest. When an individual sees the light. And they're humbled. They have a whole new perspective on relationships and how things are supposed to go. I'm just saying. Let's go.
That's how you know.
Bruh, all I heard was deflection, 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 deflection. That's why I had to walk out of the fucking room. My goodness, bro. Oh my God, bro. Swear, boy. All them deflections, I thought your last name was Matumbo. Let's keep it moving.
a lot of women will use God as an excuse as to why their life is not the way they want it to be, right? So we'll hear women say this all the time. Well, God hasn't sent my husband my way. Has he not sent him, or have you just not been ready for him to send him to you, right? You haven't done the work on yourself for God to send you that blessing. We have to stop using God as an excuse to not do the work on ourselves.
And that's another thing. Why is it that a large number of women want to bring God into the equation? Oh, I'm waiting on God to send me my man. Yeah, let me know how that works for you. So in the meantime, what are you going to do? I just go to work and I just continue being a boss bitch, and I continue, being Really? And you think that actually works for you? You honestly think you're gonna go to your front door and Elohim has a man that checks all the boxes at your front door saying, God sent me to you. With his belongings, God sent me to you.
To yourself to keep lying to yourself, keep making excuses, and then wondering why your life is not where you want it to be. It can get there if you do the work, but putting it on God, that's not right. That's not right at all.
I told you they'll blame everybody else but themselves, God included.
Yeah, why are you single?
Oh, okay. We'll still ask, and then we'll go.
Okay, all right.
Damn,
all right.
Damn. He just asked a question.
You know,
the truth.
let's start
Damn.
your name and age, and why are you single?
My name is Misha.
You know what I see when I look in your eye?
And I'm 27. The reason that I'm single is because I have done a really good job of figuring out what I like. And I feel like I'm at the age right now where I can date. And I do know what I want.
What the
I think
hell?
in my earlier years, I was having fun, figuring out everything.
She belongs to the streets.
What?
And now it's like kind of all keen in. I'm focused. I know what I want at this point.
You have one more unpopped. And why are you single?
My shucks, Dixie won't give in.
I think I'm single because I tend to pick the wrong men. I do go for more of bad boys, and
At least she honest about it.
everything you're not probably supposed to go for, but I like to take a little risk. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go out of my element now. So.
She belongs to the streets.
So we did get a few pops when you asked why are you single. Let's start right here.
Yeah, I want to
Your
hear
name
this
and
shit.
age and why you ended up popping.
Hi, I'm Zola Stone.
You know what I see when I look in your eye?
I'm 31, and I popped just because I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm single because just being in the entertainment industry is just tough. You know, I'm a recording artist, and then I'm an exotic dancer.
Hold the fucking phone. That was a sorry ass lame excuse. But if that's the case, why in the hell would you go on this show? Why would you go on this show? Oh my gosh. To the women who popped their balloons because he asked a question. Man, could not be making this shit up, Kevin Samuels. Rest easy, man.
So this woman said, if a man asks you how your last relationship was, lie. I don't care if he slapped you, lie. Tell him he treated you like a princess, he spoiled you, bought you what you wanted, and thought the world of you. If you know, you know. Let's talk about this.
You know what I see when I look in your eye?
Now, let's really unpack this, y'all. I think this is the worst thing that you could do. Not only are you lying, and starting a relationship off of lies, you better hope you can keep up with those lies. That's why I say this is already going to go downhill. Another thing, could you imagine a man buying you gifts, taking you out and doing all these things for you, and then what are you going to say then? That you left him? And then the guy's going to go, what the hell's wrong with this girl? He's going to think something's wrong with you, because not only do you guys complain about men who don't take you out, don't love you, don't cherish you, you got that and you left him. That tells him that, okay, she probably likes guys who are dogs. I think a lot of the times you guys try to do things to benefit yourselves and it ends up backfiring and being worse. Let's not do that. Let's just be straight up about our relationships and what happened. I don't care if something happened and you were wrong. As long as you state why you were wrong and what you did after that, how can somebody get mad at you for that? That's what happened in that relationship. Did you learn from it? Are you a better person from it?
Like Shannon Sharp and the whole thing with the IG Live thing, his booty clapping expose. Man took accountability. How is it that he can take accountability for his actions and his behavior, but a large number of women over here cannot take accountability for their actions and behavior? Why is it so hard for them?
Let's lie. Yep, lie it up, ladies. Yeah, I'm not even going to start doing stuff like that because, like I said, I know my dumbass self. I'm going to end up saying something crazy later and then be like, didn't you say he bought you gifts? Oh, yep. You can forget the lie. Ain't no point. I'm telling you, just be honest.
My shucks, Dixie won't give in. What's the matter? She's doing just what she did.
You ask for something you're not ready for, but you hating on others that have what you want, but you never had it. At least you be straightforward enough so a person can know how to move accordingly.